today I want to talk my experience with having herniated disc and how you can treat it and how I was living with it and how painful and how bad it was. So first of all, I really thought that it was not a herniated disc. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was just sciatica. I'm gonna do my makeup while I'm explaining because I'm going to a picnic with my cousins. Now that I'm actually able to do stuff, I am so glad because I am really able to do literally anything that I wasn't able to do for the past 6 months. And I'm just really glad that it's so over now. I really hope if you struggle with that right now, that you find a way. I actually got a surgery, but I will explain all of that later. So basically, 1 year ago, I well, probably like 1.5 year ago, I really thought that it wasn't like just back pain. I thought it was just back pain, and it would only happens when I sit down for like more than 2 hours or something like that. Since I was studying graphic design that time, I was sitting down for probably 3 hours since that's my schedule. Well, that was my schedule for my classes, and yeah, I had to be in a computer for hours. And I know it's pretty like normal, I guess, for being 3 hours in a computer, but when my back didn't say that, I really, really thought it was just back pain and that I could get it, and that just like a massage or anything like that, I could get it like out, but no. So I went to Mexico in December, and I think it got worse. But my aunt, she is a acupuncture with me, and it didn't really work. She told me it was really inflamed, like the part where, like my backside of this right leg, right back, my right back, and all the way to my leg, it was really inflamed. But I didn't know that it was just something else. And well, she did it, and it didn't really do me anything. And then I came back from Mexico, and I was looking for a job. Since I was looking for a job, I just was unemployed, and I was walking all the time. I was going to, just stuff that would make me not feel that unemployed friend, even though I really was, and I was for 6 months. Anyways, since I was walking, I was doing a lot of stuff. There was like just one day that got everything got worse, and from that day I couldn't do anything. I couldn't walk. I couldn't, not even sitting down. I really, really couldn't do anything. All I was doing for 6 months was laying down in my bed because the pain was so bad that I really felt like not doing anything. And before, even before I thought it was like, um, even when I thought that it was a sciatica, I was still like applying for jobs and all of that. But I never got the jobs. So I mean, I'm glad that I didn't. But I really don't think I would have done a good job having the job. I would totally quit after like a week because the pain was so intense that just even laying down, I could not concentrate in anything. So basically, what I was doing for like 6 months, it was just scrolling on my phone, just thinking that I was wasting my time. And yeah, I mean, it was so bad. Like 5 minutes for me was 5 minutes for me. Just standing up or sitting down was so hell. Even though I used to make videos, I I was dying inside. I would have been like, I can't do this. As soon as I finished my videos, I went back to my bed and lay down because it was so hard to just be alive. That's mostly how I felt in March, in April, because since I went to the doctor and I really thought it was sciatica. So my doctor was like, you should go to physical therapy. And so I did. And it didn't it didn't work. Like I did it for six, actually I went 9 times or 10 or something like that. And yeah, I mean it didn't work. I was still in pain all the time, and he was always like, oh, do you feel better? And I would feel so bad for lying, but at that moment I will be relieved, and then the next day it will be like the same thing. I would be in pain, and it's like it didn't work. But then I started like going on YouTube, and my dad used to send me like a lot of videos about it, about the sciatica, because we didn't know it was a herniated. And I saw this exercise that I'm gonna share with you, because if you have the pain, I know it's so hard to find anything that actually improves you. So sorry, I'm not even doing my makeup. I'm so concentrating on the story. Anyways, so yeah, um, and then I went to get my MRI after 6 weeks, because the therapist told me that after 6 weeks, definitely not sciatica and not something else. And so I went to get the MRI, and I had to wait like 2 weeks. So after the MRI, they were like, "Yeah, you have herniated and you have two, not only one but two." And I had to wait for like a month to get the surgery, because they had to talk with my insurance. They had to talk with my insurance, and my insurance and how it's gonna cover it and all of that stuff. So with all of that, for me just waiting, it went for, yeah, exactly 5 months, 6 months. I actually did get a job like around May. I ended up quitting because it was just so painful. The training day, the single training day I was there for like 3 hours. And the 3 hours I was there, the next day I couldn't move. I couldn't really do anything. So even that day I was like, I'm gonna get my MRI soon. If you can wait for me, and maybe I will get better soon. But then, even like before the MRI, they were like, "Oh, can you come for your training day? It's gonna be like 5 hours." If I could have done, if I couldn't have done 3 hours, I was not gonna last 5 hours. So that's why I decided to quit. It was a coffee drive-through, and I mean, I kind of wish I would stay for like a little longer, because I like making I like making coffees, and I like coffee. So it would have been like a good job for like now, since the job market is just terrible. But yeah, all of that happened for like 6 months, and after I improved just a little bit, it's because I got the job because I thought that I improved just a little bit with the exercise. I didn't. I was back to being bad the next day, so that's why I quit too. And but I mean, I tried. I tried. That's like the thing that matters the most, because my mom was, the only one working, because my dad doesn't have a job, because the job market, anyways. And I don't know, I feel kind of bad that she was working all the time and I wasn't. I'm in my 20s, like I'm supposed to be the one working. But I have some news that I want to share later. Um, so then I got the surgery, and I was really scared, honestly, to get it. I was scared, but because there were like some people that they were like, "Oh, you're gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. You're not gonna be able to walk, or you're not gonna be able to do all the stuff, and your life is gonna get just worse." I still, I still see so many people like on TikTok, or even my aunt. She texted me and she was like, oh, this person had the surgery and it didn't work for her. And I was like, what am I supposed to do? I'm still gonna get the surgery. Nothing else is working for me. So what happened is that I did got surgery, but I was so scared to get it. But I'm just glad I did because I feel like a new person. In that time that I was not doing anything, I was just constantly thinking, what am I doing? Like, what exactly is my purpose in life and all that stuff. So I think I became really spiritual in that time, but also I was super depressed because I was like, so young and I'm not doing anything. I would just like look at everyone's on Instagrams and be like, oh, they're doing this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I was just stuck in my home. But then I got this. I started doing exercise and I did got better, but not completely. And I started going out, but I really couldn't do anything. Like just walking was hurting, even sitting down hurting. But it was better than just 5 minutes of freedom. So um, if your doctor says to get the surgery, I would totally recommend you to get it because it changed my life. I'm so serious. I feel like now, like since I was so stuck in my house, stuck in my head, I just felt like right now I can do whatever I want. I can, start living like a new life like that. Like I was not, I wasn't really close to that, but it felt like that because I got so into my head. I was like so depressed that, when you go from being stuck to have freedom, to have a free time, and you actually get to do stuff outside. Even though I still don't have a job because I'm still recovering, I can go out and like do some free stuff, the go to parks and live my life again. And it's so amazing to be able to do all the stuff. And I'm just really happy that I did got it. So if your doctor ever like tells you um to get the surgery, honestly do it because I'm a new person. I now it's been 1 month, more more than 1 month, 6 weeks actually. And I am able to go to parks. I'm able to walk again. I'm able to, exercise and all that goals that I had in mind for such a long time. And I'm just super happy. Honestly, I'm really really happy. I'm super grateful also for my parents and all of that. And it's just it was a really hard journey, but I hope honestly, if you're going through that, really, I hope you get better because I know what it feels to have it, and there's a lot of people who don't understand it, and it did happen to me too. Uh, but like at first, since everyone thought it was sciatica, there was like people who were like, "Oh, I also have sciatica. You can also do all this stuff. You can move. You can do stuff." But I was just like, "No, I really feel pain, and I don't think you understand how I feel. I really do feel like dying." And as soon as we got the MRI back, they were like, my family, they were like, "Oh, sorry, like we didn't know you were hurting that this bad." And yeah, it's one of the worst pains I ever had in my life. Real quick, I want to say that I made that video like 2 weeks ago, but now I have a mail subscription. It's a Snail Mail Club, and you can learn Spanish, French, Italian, Portuguese in the mail letter, and it's only going to be $12 a month. So if you can, please subscribe. It means a lot to me, and since I haven't been able to get a job because of it, and now I am now studying a mail club. So if you can, please join. You can see everything in the website, and also in the website you have blogs and more things that I want to put on where you can learn more of the languages. So please, if you can, check it out and subscribe to the mail club. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you. I really hope you guys enjoy my talk, and I really hope that you don't have to go through this or you get better really soon because I know the pain. Thank you so much.